Welcome back viewers, welcome to another session of CNM Insights. Here in this session we are going to learn about sales forecasting once again. Here in this session we'll see the criteria of sales forecasting, the procedure of sales forecasting and the difficulties of sales forecasting. So stay tuned till the end of the video. If you people have not yet subscribed my channel, please take a moment and subscribe the channel. Definition of sales forecasting, uses of sales forecasting and the period of sales forecasting. We learned about the short-term period of sales forecasting, long-range period of sales forecasting and the prospective planning forecasting. Please refer my first video on sales forecasting to learn about the basics of sales forecasting. The link is put in the description box. Peter F. Drucker said, "We can be certain of only three things about the future. Those are, the future cannot be known with certainty. It will be different from what it is now. It will be different from what we expect." For the criteria of sales forecasting, a company looks into the market potential, company potential, market demand, market forecast and company forecast. Market potential or industry potential. Market potential is nothing but the quantitative estimate of the total possible sales by all the firms selling the same product in the given market. It gives an indication of the maximum demand or the ultimate potential for the product, assuming that the ideal marketing effort is made. Then comes company potential. Company potential refers to the part of the market potential. This is just the part of market potential. What an individual firm can sell at the maximum given market. This is about one firm or a single individual firm. Again, under the ideal conditions, and the assumption is made that the ideal marketing efforts are made. So, company potential is nothing but the potential of selling an individual firm or an organization. Then comes the term market demand. Market demand refers to that portion of market potential that are achievable under existing conditions. So, on the existing conditions, the market demand is seen. It is a part of company. It is a part of market potential. Company demand. Company demand refers to that portion of company potential that are achievable under existing conditions. Market forecast. Market forecast is still a narrower term. It refers to what the industry or the firm respectively are likely to sell in actual practice during the period of forecast. Then comes company forecast. Company forecast is also a narrower term. It refers to what the industry or the firm respectively are likely to sell in the actual practice during the period of the forecast. It can be easily seen that company potential is just the part of market potential. Company demand is just the part of market demand. Sales forecast is just the part of market forecast. Sales forecasting procedure. Steps involved in sales forecasting are determining the objects for which the sales forecasts are to be used, dividing the company's product into homogeneous groups, determining the relative importance of factors which affect the sales of each group, selecting the appropriate sales forecasting method, collecting and analyzing the sales and drawing conclusion therefrom, converting the conclusions into specific forecast relating to the product and territories involved, periodically reviewing and revising the forecast. So these are the steps taken by the company to select the forecasting procedure. Difficulties in sales forecasting. Here is the list of difficulties faced by the companies during sales forecasting. In any business, sales forecasting invariably turns out to be a difficult exercise. There are two vital reasons for this. Forecasting is the predicting of future. Another thing is each business has. Thanks for watching my video. Please do like, share and subscribe my videos so that in future too you keep on getting such informative videos. Thanks once again.